Sherpa blankets are super soft and excellent for cuddling. But as a decorator, and when you're decorating one of these, what type of process should you use to get the best quality product to your customer? There's 3 things to consider. The texture of the blanket, the density of the blanket. We don't want it to flatten. We want it to stay nice and cozy. And then, of course, whatever decoration method you're using, you want to make sure that it stays nice and soft since somebody's going to be wrapping themselves up in the blanket. I'm going to show you exactly what you should use, so let's get started. Hey everyone, Kelly Walters here, and today we are decorating on a Boxercraft Q21 in the color Natural blanket. It is a Sherpa blanket, and you do have the Sherpa or fleece material on both sides of this blanket. Now, if you haven't already guessed, we're going to be using a heat press for this project, but the type of material that we're using is what is key. If you haven't heard us talk about CAD-CUT Soft Foam, well, I guarantee you there are plenty of other videos on our Stahls TV channel that you can go and search and find different projects, colors, and even the breakdown of exactly how to use the product. Today, we're using CAD-CUT Soft Foam, but in patterns. This is going to be a fun project. It's not going to be customer related, but if you're looking to decorate on blankets using your customer's logo, I'll go over that just a little bit and give you a couple of ways that you can actually execute. That way you know what you need to use for your type of project. But for now, we're using patterns, and I chose CAD-CUT Soft Foam because exactly what it says, it's a soft foam material. You're not only smooth to the touch, but it's also extremely lightweight, not weighing down or adding any more weight to this blanket. Now, because I've chosen to use patterns, that didn't mean that I had to come up with my own pattern, upload it into our system, make sure everything was going to be correct in terms of art. It means I just went to the pattern section and went through thousands. Okay, I knew what pattern I was going to use, but there are thousands of options. Some allow you to change the color, and some have set colors that you must use. Particularly, I chose one of our new texture patterns. The reason being is that this looks like mixed up, chopped up foam to me, and I wanted to do a play on texture. So while this is extremely soft and smooth, the texture is also going to go along with the texture of the blanket, and it's going to look like we've almost just dyed a certain part of the blanket. So the art we're using is just going to be a standard, well, it's not standard, it's a script, but it's just words. There's not going to be any crazy designs. It's a fairly simple design that we're using. I'll show you that in just a second, but with the texture to this, this is exactly how it comes. We'll load it into the cutter, cut everything out, and then you will need to mask this. I'm going to show the masking process in just a second, but I have already finished cutting my design. So I'll show you how to weed, mask, and then we'll go ahead and heat apply. All right, so our design is cut. And one thing to remember when you are using patterns or any type of material that you're going to eventually be masking, you want to make sure that your image is not mirrored when cutting. So as we're weeding, we're going to be able to read exactly what this says, and then we will mask it, making it mirrored on the mask. Now you can see I've got my test cuts right here, and I am going to have some waste in this design, so bear with me as you guys see waste. So we also have a box that we have created around our design, and you can either start with this or you can remove the outline around the box. Now we're using a 16 by 20 heat press today, so we could have even gone larger in this design, but we're staying around 12.5 inches in width. So next, we're just going to remove cavities. Toss those on the floor. Gotta feel it. There it is. All right, so like I said, easy design when it comes to weeding. And then now I'm just going to cut the extra off. Now, you could easily save this and use it to do some type of mosaic design, masking that. You could use it for smaller designs. There's a lot that you can do, so don't consider that just waste. So I'm pretty particular when it comes to masking. I like to simplify the amount of space as much as possible. And then next, you are going to need medium tack magic mask. That's what we're going to be using to mask and apply the carrier over our design. So next, we just need to get a size that will work with our design. And then next, all we have to do is peel the backing to expose the adhesive. And then go to the middle and let that carrier or mask just fold out. Next, you are going to need a squeegee, and we're just going to make sure that that adhesive is nice on top of that soft foam. And then we remove the backing from our patterns. All right, so now the design we're using is ready to be applied to our blanket. Now, let's just decide what corner we actually want to use for our decoration. You could put this in the center, but I'm going to choose to put it on the end or in the corner of, one of the sides. Now, one thing I do want to show you really fast is that this does have a zipper. So if you wanted to do any other type of designs and you needed to lift, hoop, whatever, you do have that potential with this garment. However, I also like this idea for doing some type of personalization right here. It's just an extra spot, a location for you to continue adding value to the blanket. So we are just going to go on the opposite side of this, and we are going to, of course, go down at the bottom. And I am actually going to decorate on this side versus being in front, or at least finding the center to my design. Okay, so as you are placing your logo, especially if you are on this side, just be cautious with the clam. As you can see, we are going at an angle, so I am closer to the heating element right here. I'm going to place and then adjust as needed. Really, really easy. And then I'm just going to slide this guy back up. And of course, you can tuck this up and under. That way we aren't fighting with the weight. And then you could also use some thermo tape and just tape it to where the blanket is almost attached or stuck to the platen. What I am noticing is that this blanket isn't 100% at a 90-degree angle, so I want to make sure that no matter how it lays, it is going to just look nice and centered. Okay, so CAD-CUT Soft Foam applies at 300 degrees for 15 seconds with light to medium pressure, and we're going to peel cold. Now, when it comes to the light and medium pressure, you want to be about a 3-4. That's where that light medium comes in, or 30 to 40 pounds of pressure. Next, we're going to take our cover sheet, put it over our design. Make sure our time is set for 15 seconds. And we are good to go. Now, with using the Hotronix Auto Clam, our heating element is automatically going to pop up once we are finished with our time. Slowly and surely. And now, like I said, it's a cold peel, so we're going to take this off of our heat press and move it over to the table, and I will see you guys back at peeling of the carrier. All right, our blanket is complete. The soft foam feels excellent on this blanket. It moves with the material, and more importantly, it's extremely lightweight, so it doesn't change the integrity of the blanket. Now, keep in mind as you are removing the carrier that you want to go as slow as possible. It will pull up some of the fibers, so that's what you want to try to have not happen. You want to prevent that as best as possible, but everything is secured onto the garment, and we're not going to have any pulling or type of crunchy look to the logo once we've washed it. Now, at the very beginning, I said, if this isn't the type of decoration that you're looking for in terms of like words, or maybe you really need to utilize your customer's logo, not something fun that maybe you would sell on your Instagram, your website, or maybe you're even selling on Etsy. CAD-CUT Soft Foam is the material you would want to purchase if you are going to be printing and doing something like this yourself. Patterns is CAD-CUT Patterns. We selected soft foam as our material. If you're going to be doing this in-house and also printing on soft foam and creating it and utilizing your customer's logo, then you would want to choose a CAD color. Now, the reason being is that is a printable soft foam, giving you that full color capability and full control over what you need to be printing in your business. Either way, they're both excellent solutions for your blanket or Sherpa blanket needs. And of course, this can work for a variety of different type of fleece materials. I'm Kelly Walters. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. In case you didn't know, Stahls CAD-CUT Heat Transfer Vinyl is available on Stahls.com or locally at hundreds of resellers across the United States. Click the link in the description to find one near you.